We can all unanimously agree that Curry is in fact the greatest shooter of all time. Some may even consider him the greatest scorer of all time. Regardless of your opinion, there is so much to learn from studying the greats. In this series, we're going to study what makes some of the greatest players of all time so skilled, and how you can actually develop skills just like them. Without further ado, let's get into it. One of the most important skills that Curry possesses that other great shooters don't is his ability to stop on a dime and then spring into a shot. Take this play for example. Curry had just hit the brakes and now it looks like he's in no position to shoot. But he goes from that position and springs right into his shot perfectly behind the line. His unique ability to be able to stop in any position and then get perfectly into his shooting form is why it's so difficult to guard him in open space. And these shots are not just when defenders are being overly aggressive. Curry's able to stop in any pocket and get his shot off instantly. Curry has also perfected the needed movement to be able to stop and get into these shots. Take a look at this perfect lunge position, and then he punches and lands in a perfect setting form. A major point to note is that Curry's always making the right decision. Whenever he sees that defender's hips turn, that's when he's stepping back. Take a look at this play. The next skill that Curry has that really sets him apart is his ability to shoot out of any footwork. Most shooters have a footwork preference and they'll go to that footwork preference majority of the time. Curry really seems like he's comfortable shooting out of any kind of footwork. For example, take a look at these next couple clips. In both scenarios, Steph's going left, but in the first scenario, he pulls up right left. And then in the second scenario, he pulls up left right. He's comfortable with any footwork, any position, and it's never bothersome for him. Listen in on this interview, JJ Redick talking about footwork that goes into shooting. I think this will really give you perspective on how great Steph is with this.
When I would shoot spot shots, and this is what I drives me crazy when I watch guys shoot spot shots, they do the same footwork every time.
Ooh, I'm big on that.
Every single spot shot I would shoot, and I didn't shoot a ton. I shot a lot on the move, but it like teaches your brain to just habitually and naturally do your footwork differently on every shot. Because every time, like, I come off a pin this way, you shoot the gap, I got to do something different with my feet. I don't have to think about it.
Curry is incredible at getting his shot off at unexpected times. Take this play for example. Sabonis is in a drop and he's expecting Curry to take one more dribble, but Curry gets right into his shot, which allows him to get off a clean look. And honestly, Curry catches a lot of defenders off guard because, truthfully, a lot of these shots are bad shots. 99% of hoopers should not be shooting these shots, but Curry is just different. For example, take this play, double teamed, fade away in the corner, that's bang. Curry's ball handling is so unique because he's not over the top athletic, but his ball handling is so shifty and tough to guard. His ability to go from tight handle to loose handle is what makes it so tough to guard. Notice the first two moves are really tight and then he gets into this high crossover that seems lethargic. This makes it impossible to time his moves and really understand where he's going. It's almost weird to say, but Curry is very loose with the ball. It's not always connected to his body as you think a shifty player would. In this clip, he throws it behind his back and that gives him an advantage. This loose to tight handle makes it very difficult to gauge when he's going to attack. For example here, too quick behind the backs and then he throws the ball ahead and explodes. This clip is the perfect example of everything Curry does to be an excellent ball handler. Let's run it back. Curry sets up this play with a quick double cross that's extremely tight. He then attacks that defender's high foot while bringing that ball up to near his shoulder, which allows him to move properly. Here's where things get interesting and what I think separates his handle. Watch as he throws the ball ahead and catches up to it to allow him to be able to accelerate. Curry's ability to set defenders up by using simple head fakes and body fakes is exceptional. Take a look here as he glances at the rim, which makes the defender jump and sets up the perfect time to drive. Notice how Curry's fakes and hesitations look the exact same as his real shot. This is what really makes defenders jump, as they can't differentiate between the two. Not only does Curry use head fakes, but he also uses body fakes. He'll have his body facing unique directions to make sure that he can get any advantage possible. Curry's finishing ability is super underrated and makes him impossible to guard. Look at this shot as his hand is under the ball and Horford is not expecting a shot from that position. What makes Curry such a great finisher is his creativity around the rim. Look here as Sabonis is expecting him to go on the right side, but he has a creative right hand finish on the left side. There's really no limitations to his finishing bag as he shows the ball here early to make the defender jump and then finishes right hand on the left side again. Having this unique creativity allows Curry to be able to get to any finish he needs to in any situation. He's never stuck, he never feels uncomfortable because he's just comfortable going at his pace with different footwork. A modern skill that every single guard needs to possess is the floater game. Take a look here as 3 defenders are closing in on Curry and he just gets to this 2-foot floater which allows him to float it right over the top. And again, going back to footwork, Curry is comfortable in any single scenario. He can go off 2 feet, he can go off 1 foot. There's really no preference to his floater game, and it's so quick. Over the years, Curry has also developed a great sense of when people are being overly physical with him and how to get a shot off through the contact. On any plays where Curry may feel the threat of a shot blocker, he gets into the body so they can't jump with him. This is extremely essential for smaller guards. Take a look at this clip, how Curry is jumping into the defender and allowing him not to jump with him. Same thing here, going up against a 7-footer, he gets into the body to keep him away from the ball. Without a doubt, Curry is one of the greatest scorers of all time, and there's so much to learn from his game. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video.